I've had a long road here, getting to where I am now. I've always wanted to work for myself and try to, do different education routes and realize it's just not working. And led me down the path to here to the workshop. And I know it's going to change my life.
It's something of huge value to a client that is going to get their attention and going to bring clients in. And I think that really you guys have done a fantastic job of just condensing it down and making it the bare bones is what you need to do, go do it. To live my life and still have a successful business.
It was a new business manager account, new ad account, new credit card, everything. So I think with an established account, it would have happened a lot quicker. But still, I mean, really in 2 days, you get 3 leads I'm paying $20 a lead for that I could sell for $100, $150. That's phenomenal.
From the time you started the workshop, how long did it take you to pull your first appointment?
I basically, after we got off the call, I think you sent the email.
The first call.
The first call. You sent the information, I think around 4 p.m. my time, so Pacific. I set everything up by about 5:15, 5:30. Like I got everything set, ads, everything turned on. In review till about 9 p.m. So about 4 more hours. And then I pulled an appointment within like 2 minutes. Because the first appointment was within $1.80 spend, I think. The next appointment was at like $2.41. Because all in all, we got 9 full appointments, like actual 9 fully booked ones. And that was spent $34. So that's amazing.
So do you think, quick question for you, do you think you would have been able to get results? Now you're a Facebook guy, but results from our program and completely on your own if you hadn't gone through the program the way you did?
I mean, probably with a lot of study if I like researched it and did that, but you guys cut the learning curve like, in 3 days or a day. The first day, that's all you really had to give. And we were ready to go because you guys provide the chat bot and all that stuff and what to say. And you guys have it proven. You've already done it. So all of us on the call, we all got results. So it just shows you it doesn't work in just one area or one metro big area. It works everywhere we've tried it. So, I mean, end of the day, whatever you guys provided us is all is needed, and cut the learning curve. Most programs and me to learn Facebook ads, it took me months, months and months. And that's for basic local stuff. Just getting a lead still took me months to get the nuances of it. I mean, with you guys, I got it in 2 minutes. So I mean, it's super quick, right? So even a lot of newbies to Facebook ads, with everything provided, it doesn't take long once you're in there. Once you create your first one, it's as simple as duplicating and changing cities.
Yeah.
So it's not hard once you get the first one. First one will always take a couple hours, and then you're off to the races from there, right? So yeah, I really think you guys provided all that's needed for these markets you provided. It's all you need.
My name is Kyle Marvel. I'm a retired truck driver, but I've been trying to find ways to get online to make money. I've tried various things. And this method is so straightforward, a lot more straightforward than any other thing. Basically, the thing I really like about it is that most other business, what they really need is more business. And this is a straightforward way to get it much more than any other program I've ever gotten.
And what made you want to get involved with us, Kyle? I mean, like, what was, what sort of the impetus?
Basically, I could see it's going to be a hands-on sort of 3-day in and out sort of thing without things dragging on and on and on and on, and ebooks and stuff like that. So that's what I liked. I liked, and you guys, and the proof, basically the proof, when you made $33K from one client, that was big, and that's just one client, so that really helped. That really helped.
Which then led me to you guys to where I am now. Basically. So I have very, very limited experience in the SEO world, but I also understand the time constraint with it, and I just see the difference here with what I learned in the workshop compared to what SEO is all about.
Yeah, definitely takes a long time, a lot of patience, and a lot of client management, which is what you don't really hear about the SEO world. There's just retainer-based clients can be time suckers for sure, and some more than others, but there's always a few of them that just want to sap all of your time, and you get stuck going down that rabbit hole of dealing with them nonstop.
Yeah, I mean, like I'll rank a page for certain keywords, and then they'll have me change it, but and then I got to redo all the work all over again. And it's just like, oh my gosh, this is not worth it. And honestly, being an MRI tech is easier doing SEO.
Man.
Can we quote that?
Like that. And I was like, geez, like, what am I doing? Like, it's easier, working 40 hours a week.
From starting the workshop, I mean, how long did it take you to pull your first appointment?
It was, okay, so I had a little issue connecting, previewing the flow because I was using Firefox. So that set me back a few hours. But once I got everything working in Chrome, from starting to set up the flow and making the page to getting my first appointment was, I think, like 3 or 4 hours total.
Yeah.
Because my ad got approved almost immediately. And before I went to bed that night, so I mean, I didn't get it going until 9:30 Eastern. Before I went to bed, I already had a booked appointment.
So tell me this, like, what are your thoughts on being able to pull appointments so quickly from absolute zero, basically anywhere you want now?
I think it's a game changer.
We spend like 2 hours a day on the entire business,
Yeah.
And I think a lot of SEO, GMB, guys, like they don't really get how little time you need to spend once it's working, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I know. I came from that background, and just it's like night and day. There's so much time that you have to do to put into running.
And SEO takes 3-6 months. It's a nightmare. Nightmare explaining that to the client. Oh, just keep paying me. Keep paying me.
But it's so much fun to be able to say, hey, I can get your results tonight.
Yeah. And SEO does have a part in the role, but it's always, you got to sell them on that long term. It's going to take 3 to 6 months. Let's run ads and get you stuff right now. But always want to grow organically, but let's get you something right now. And ads, you could turn that nozzle and there you go, right? So it's unbeatable.
I appreciated that it was a really simple sales process. That you can just go in there and take your time and look through everything and kind of understand it. I think part of it's also that that I've tried a lot of different kinds of things, and so I understood the business model and the benefits of it even before I read through the sales page. But the reason that I hit the buy button is that it's kind of the same things we talked about. The reason I hit the buy button is because it's scalable, it's simple, it's easy to understand, and it's, in my experience, easy to sell.
You said you're a retired truck driver and you don't really even have an agency background, and in like 12 hours, you're able to get this set up, pull an appointment, and pull a second appointment after that and make it actually work from scratch, where a lot of people are kind of like diving in and, trying to spend a year or two to figure out their way online. And so that's a cool transition to see that you're able to do that.
Taking me to all the knowledge you guys put in there. If I would have tried to do this on my own, it would have taken me 5 years maybe to figure it out. I don't know if I ever would have to your extent, to be honest, I mean, it's really straightforward. What
was your cost?
So it was about $7. Yeah.
Per appointment.
I got, $7 per appointment, 36. I spent $30.26 to get 4 totally booked appointments, but I had 12 other people interacting with my page. I just was like hesitant to do the restart stuck sequence because I wasn't sure about the time frame, I didn't want to do anything that I shouldn't have done, so I probably could have pulled more.
So tell me this, man, like what are your thoughts on just this the ability that you now have to just, pull appointments really quickly from absolute zero?
I mean, really, it's like you have control over everything. It's like if you want to do this 40 hours a week and have 20 clients and make a couple $1 million a year, or if you want to just, work on the side and make your life comfortable, or, I mean, it's like the world is my oyster now. You know what I mean? I can basically do whatever I want, work as much as I want, as little as I want, and have proven results. You know, you don't have to like, I mean, you kind of have to be a salesman, I'm assuming, but really you don't have to sell yourself to somebody, because you're coming at them with a guaranteed result, like a proven result, showing that you can do it. And it's amazing. It's probably the best tool you can have in your tool belt, you know, as far as the digital marketing space, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
The price is nothing compared to what I can make off of it. So that any day, whatever you guys price it for is unbelievable valuable, because you can make that back in the first 2 weeks as soon as you get a client. Like, it's that easy. As soon as you implement and get a client, you're off to the races. So I think that price is perfect. I paid way more for way less. So time and time again, I've been in the industry long enough that I've spent probably 100 times what I paid you guys to learn different things. And this is the potential within the first day. That excitement, you can't get that anywhere. Learning SEO is a slog. So much things to do, so many things and intricacies. This amazing, and I love it, and that's why I went all in on kind of ads in general. But this is even better from what I've seen. So yeah, I'm super excited. I think you guys did a fantastic job.
Even when I was brand new, if I'd been introduced to this back in 2007, and I would have done this instead of any other event or training, I mean, my agency would have been very different from the first month. I'd have been profitable from the first month. I wouldn't have had any knowledge of anything, but I've been able to get the coaching over those 3 days and have a real business.
Absolutely, just do it.
What would you tell people who are thinking about getting involved with our program, but just kind of skeptical, just didn't really know, if it was kind of for them? What would you tell them?
Well, I would say that I could see why you'd be a little hesitant with the price, but you got to be think about the return, what the potential you could get in return, at least 10 times, So that's what you should think. You should be thinking long-term what you can make, not what it's going to cost you. What's it going to cost you if you don't do this also? You'll be spinning your wheels, like I've sort of been doing. And it's a good way to get started in something that really works. That's what I'd say.
What would you tell people who are thinking about getting involved in this program, but, just a little skeptical, weren't sure if it was right for them? What would you say to them?
So if I was talking to my son and he was thinking about starting this business.
Who is how old?
He's 15.
Right.
But he honestly, like at 15, he could do this business. Really. I think that what I would tell someone is spend the money, spend the time, you're going to get the results, period.
People were kind of, skeptical about joining the program, getting involved with us. If you had to do it all over again, invest in the program, what would you say to them? To
Do it.
who wants to join but skeptical?
Just get the price and then pay for it. That's it. That's really all it is. Ask Tim for the price. Make sure you give it, and then pay. I mean, at the end of the day, like I've spent a lot of money on a lot of programs, a lot of failed promises, a lot of ones that, like you said, 9 weeks, so deep into the drudgery of stuff where you don't need to know that to get up and running. You like courses that give you the bare basics to get up and get running, but teach you everything needed and answer all your questions. That's all you need. It just shows you within 3 days, people can have a business running, opposed to 9 weeks. You have no support, nothing. You have a support email. You may fail or give up before the 9 weeks before you get to it. In 3 days, there's no way you don't have enough time for 3 days. And to me, I think it could even be shortened, like if it was in pure quick form, but the price is still, it's priceless. You still definitely you should pay for it. I mean, it just makes sense. It's not expensive. It's actually way better price than I paid way more for way less. So I think you guys did a great job. And your teaching style is very calm, chill, answer all the questions. You help people who are ahead and people who are not so ahead and had questions. I mean, you guys did a fantastic job. I've never been on a workshop as good as you guys put on.
If anybody's on the fence that's skeptical about jumping in with us and doing these workshops in the future, what would you say to them if they're a little skeptical about getting involved and doing this versus something totally different?
Yeah, you gotta go with it. You gotta go with it. There's nothing like getting results as fast as you do with this program. You just gotta, if you're hesitant about it, you just gotta go with it. you got to trust that it's going to work. Trust the process, you know, because it's proven. I mean, almost everybody in the group, I think, pulled appointments at least by the time it was over. You know, some people had a little bit delay. So it's not just proven with me, but it was proven with just about every student you had in the group. So, I mean, it's almost 100% guarantee, you know, and there's that doesn't happen in SEO, you know? So yeah, if you're on the fence, don't be. Trust it. Trust Brian and Tim and go with it and implement everything they teach you, and you will not regret it.